Hey there, everybody! Welcome back to ESA Winter 21. First of all, real quick, I forgot to mention this last round, but we surpassed $13,000. So give yourselves a round of claps, chat. You guys are amazing. We're raising money for the Alzheimer Fonden. If you want to donate yourself as well, the link can be found below the stream. Also, quick shout out to our sponsors, Koei Tecmo, who recently released their game Neo 2, the complete edition, and of course also Twitch and ViewSonic. And now with that, it's time for the next run, which I'm super excited for. It's Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2, by my good friend, TheBlacktastic. Show us how it's done, boy.
Sure. Just want to say, 1 year of us meeting each other is on, so 1 year of friendship, and I hope and wish for many more. How's it going, everyone? I am TheBlacktastic, and we're going to be running Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 today. It's actually a perfect segue from like the indie block to a little bit of Vania after this run, so like, all right, this is like the perfect spot for me. There's a lot of modes to this. We're only going to be doing episode 1 in the ultimate style because we want to go fast, and in veteran, and I'll talk about all those modes a little bit later. There's also co-op, so whenever things open up again, you can go ahead and do the co-op thing. Time's gonna be starting when I count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. This is actually a pretty recent indie game that came out a little bit over 6-7 months ago, about summer of last year. It is actually the actual sequel, as it in the name, to Curse of the Moon 1, which was a sort of like a spiritual successor to like NES classic Castlevania in a way, which is actually pretty cool. So how that came to be was that Koji Igarashi, after leaving Konami, wanted to do like his own vision for Bloodstained. Ended up with the Kickstarter being extremely successful, and that stretch goal of having a classic game, kind of like a parallel to the Bloodstained, the Ritual of the Night universe, was born in Curse of the Moon. So Koji Igarashi's like inspiration for it was like one of his favorite NES Castlevanias, is Castlevania 3, where you could actually have branching paths and swap between characters, pick them up. We're gonna be seeing a lot of the teamwork making the dream work here in this game as well. Like it's such a beautiful masterpiece. But yeah, so this is ultimate mode, right? So you're saying like, oh yeah, this is Castlevania, but why is the main character like literally doing gymnastics? Like, you've never seen this in the classic Castlevania before until you had to, unless you had to turn into a bat or something. So this is the ultimate style outfits Zengetsu with a whole bunch of abilities that you see. Like, it's pretty anime. I mean, this is a game developed by Inti Create, so it's incredibly anime. But I'll get into like a lot of what he can do pretty much like after I'm done with this boss. There'll probably be a quick boss. I have pretty much everything that I need, all the weapon points topped up, all of our resources ready to go. And with our special charge slash exclusive to ultimate mode, we might be able to do a little bit of piercing damage as well. This is the Drago Symbiote. This is dragon head, platypus tail. I don't know how to like actually accurately depict this boss. I'm just gonna keep slicing it until it dies. Do some bit more piercing damage here. So you literally cannot damage it unless you have like a piercing attack. Like one of our teammates later on has a piercing attack, and also the charge slash here. But wait, who is this? She stole my kill. That's right, Dominique with that piercing spear. She gets all the experience points, all the gold. I get nothing. Well, I mean, I guess assist plus 50 or something like that, But this is episode 1, so you're gonna be seeing a little bit of lore here. So it's important to note that although Curse of the Moon and Ritual of the Night have like pretty much like the same like characters, settings, and everything, they're actually supposed to be like 2 distinct universes. So like, in Ritual of the Night, yeah, Dominique was kind of like one of the main villains, spoiler alert, but in this one she's actually helpful. She's a member of the church and trying to see what the hell's going on with this moon. I mean, it's Curse of the Moon 2. Like, you literally, all right, Zangetsu literally sliced the moon in half. This is lore. In half, And then there's another moon up there. Like nobody knows where that came from, where all these otherworldly creatures like spawned from. So this is Curse of the Moon too. Like, we really literally got to figure this out. But we got Dominique here. We're gonna do some pogo gymnastics here, and it's worth noting that like a lot of the characters have distinct abilities. Like, you know, she can long jump. Unlike Miriam, which you picked up in the first game, she cannot slide under small crevices. That's the duties of another person. But she also has this pretty nice spear, long range weapon, deals a nice amount of damage. And in episode 1, we actually used that to our advantage with an exclusive sub weapon in order for us to reach higher heights. But you're going to be seeing mostly Zangetsu just kind of like, you know, run around, because he's the only person that can run, because this is ultimate mode. So he has to run, the double jump, the crescent slash, the charge slash, and also, oh, like there's just so much to this game. But there is also another upgrade that you get within him in the second part of the game, or actually I guess in this part of the game as well, where your sub weapons for the first game are upgraded. So which is why you kind of saw, instead of like a magic charm, which is kind of like a holy water, unleash like an incredibly large like purple tornado. Like it's a really nice upgrade. You're gonna be seeing a lot of you know, us using the upgrades for like the future boss kills and all that. And we're gonna be coming up to the next boss here, and don't worry, I'll shut up so I can read a couple of messages. Just want to get this a little bit over with, but just gotta make sure I pick up the act sub weapon first. And all right, so like I said, Curse of the Moon 1 was kind of like a spiritual successor to Castlevania, which is great. MT Creates had a little bit more freedom with this one this time around, and definitely shows. But yeah, it's good. Like the bosses just get even more anime from here on out. Make sure that doesn't hit me. All right. And usually when you kill bosses like these, you'd have a desperation attack. This is episode 1, so like the first 3 stages are gonna just like slowly introduce our allies to us. And unlike Curse of the Moon 1, you don't have a choice. Like you have to pick these 3 up along the way. Hey Zan, do we have any couple messages? Por favor.
Sure, buddy, I got you. So we got $20 here from Agrius Corvus saying, but Bobby, does this one have Boig Coomerang? Question mark?
Oh no! Oh come on! Oh. I thought we were gonna leave that in last week. Nah. You could have asked that when we did Mega Man 1 earlier. Hey, if you want to be into the inside joke, you got to come to the stream. Like, you know where to find me. But anyways, do we have anything else? A potential message, perhaps?
Yeah, just quickly want to add that this donation is going towards the Judgment 80% language choice English. So we got some cool donation incentives here. You better check them out, guys. There's some cool stuff.
Nice. Yeah. A whole bunch of donation incentives, and including prizes to like donate toward. Like, I want my hands on a couple of those ViewSonic monitors myself. So, and only a 25 and 35 respectively. Buy-in, pretty sold, right? This is stage 3. Things are gonna get a little bit tricky because of some little mechanic that started at the beginning of the game. We have these platforms that are coming up in the next couple of rooms that I'll have to like adjust to, but it's no biggie because I can just like literally just fly there with the amount of speed that Zangetsu's got going. They like this mechanic will be showing up a little bit later in the game. Like some of these platforms will rotate or come down on a global timer from when you start the file. So like you got to be pretty congruent with like your personal best if you're trying to like expect things. And here they are. And there's also these bats that swoop on down, but hopefully, okay, all right, cool. Marathon safety. I'm gonna go grab this heart. Increases the max HP of all of my allies, which is actually pretty beneficial. Let's get into a little bit of Robert. Yeah, we just picked up Robert. He can climb through, you know, small crevices. He's a long range marksman. He can wall hop, which is pretty cool. Like, I'm pretty sure like if you splice all of these characters together, you would just like be playing like Ninja Gaiden 4 or something like that. But it's really nice that like it creates kind of like split these mechanics up, so that you would kind of be like forced to like kind of play around with like how you want to play the game, you know, having the teamwork making the dream work. You know, as I said at the beginning of the run and all that. Flame on, and we just turned Super Saiyan now. This is the demon essence that I just picked up. It amps up all of our attacks by at least like 1 point, but it also gives I'll get you some Ninja Gaiden vibes. All right, that was a nice bzz. That's right, the buzzsaw is back. The buzzsaw is back, and it's so OP. But speaking of OP, comes the bestest boy in a Magitech mech suit. Look at that scenery, Zon. One man, one dog, one moon. Curse of the Moon 2. It's a dog in a mech. The dog in a mech. I don't know why Robert's so hostile. I don't know why Robert's so hostile. It's just a dog in a mech. It's just a dog in a mech. Robert, put your guns down. Silly Robert. I like how the screen transitions are all just like, you know, kind of like everyone just kind of like vibing. Like, it's incredibly anime. Like, there's some like filler arc along the way. We'll get into that in like a little bit. There's a whole bunch of episodes in this game, a lot of content to like go through. Again, there are like a whole bunch of branching paths, each harboring some pretty sweet unlockables. And then also there's like, you know, different actual story advancement throughout the episodes. Like, not only will you get to play as like these three allies, but perhaps some of your favorites from the original Curse of the Moon and Ritual of the Night actually make a return. And that's an episode EX. And like, I'm really trying not to get into much lore here because I'm trying to sell this game to y'all. Like this series, like Curse of the Moon and Ritual of the Night, has grown to be like one of my favorite like indie game series to begin with. Like, again, like spiritual successor to modern and classic Castlevania. Like, you can't really beat it, honestly. But speaking of branching paths, we're gonna have Robert take a little bit of flack here. There we go, and that's a lot of damage. Yeah, like you got to be sure to really brave the damage if you're trying to like take these shortcuts. But again, like, you definitely need like all of these people in order to make sure you're on the right path. There we go. See, I wouldn't have gotten there if it wasn't for that long hop from Dominique. So let's talk about Hachi and why is he the goodest boy? Well, he's smart. What other dog do you know that could pilot a Magitech mech? Like I'm literally gonna try to drill this into your head. Dog in a Magitech mech. All right, and he's the happiest boy. Now I want to learn what kind of secrets, what kind of knowledge that could be imparted from one canine to one human. Because I too would like to pilot a mech, and I too would like to be the happiest boy. All right, let's flame on. And coming up is if you play Ritual of the Night, this might be a little bit familiar to you. I really love the like the imagery, like when you come into like a boss chamber, you see it in the background, it's like creeping, looming. Like they took a lot of extra care. Like, this game is only $15, by the way. Goes on sale for like 10. Get it. All right, I'm gonna try to use some more of that tactic. It's episode 1, so she's gonna go a little bit slow. I have recently ran episode 2 about like a month ago, and the boss patterns are a lot faster, and there's a lot more damage to be done in episode 2 as opposed to 1. But there we go. Oh, and he has a ground slam. How can the corgi in a mech do a ground slam? It's like Lieutenant Surge from Pokemon. Like, give it the body slam. Like, yo, the goodest boy. All right, now let's do a little bit of dash dancing. Zon, do we have a donation, a message to share to the wonderful people watching?
Sure, I have a message for you. In my eyes, you are the bestest boy.
Happy Valentine's Day.
True. Yeah, I want to quickly go into detail about the incentives I mentioned. In about roughly 2 hours from now, there's the Pokemon Soul Silver run, and we have 2 bid wars there for the trainer name and for the Magikarp's nickname. Currently in the lead for the Magikarp's name is, and I kid you not, it's Swim Shady. Absolutely fantastic name. It's in quite a big lead. 255 to next one would be 35. So that's a little bit. And the trainer name, we currently have the winner being Kaiseron with 30. And Sylvain with 20 just behind. So chances for getting your specific name into the trainer name is up for grabs if you want. So, you know, maybe naming him Bobby. What do you think?
Yeah, since we were just talking about that, right? All right, stage 5. So the stages are obviously going to get a lot more arduous. There's a lot of lava here, but NC Creates does a really good job in like not only like taking you through like a castle, but like it kind of gives you like the Castlevania Bloodlines vibe of just how would you say? I was just like kind of like taking you around like a whole bunch of locales. Like, we're definitely not in a castle. We're definitely in a volcano somewhere. We were just in like some frigid village, like a little bit earlier, and like it's just, you know, makes the stages really distinct. And did I mention that there's a lot more damage to be had here? All right, here's a little safety strat that I thought up. We're just gonna go ahead and do the Ninja Gaiden. Bzz. Yeah, this is a really nice bzz, all the way. Don't even need none of that. But we got a couple of RNG segments coming up, especially with the bosses. Like the latter half of Curse of the Moon 2 is actually pretty arduous. We have Lava Mandra coming up first, and please, Corgi, let me escort you down these steps, my fine king. But we have the Lava Mandra up, and it's kind of like a pure like heads or tails. We're still going to be using a lot of the, you know, the demon essence, a lot of the bzz and all that, but the chances of you know, of him being open attack can just be decided by a simple coin flip. So here he comes right now. There's a lot of like you know, like safety HP ups, NP ups, and all that stuff. I'm also gonna flame on. It's before we enter the boss room. Usually, well, not usually, but before in Curse of the Moon 1, whenever you would activate the demon essence, the timer of it would tick down even outside of, you know, like loading screens and screen transitions, like just basically outside of inside and outside of in-game time. But you actually save a little bit of that. Well, let me see if I can get a double hit here. Nope, just a single. Yeah. Like fast or slow patterns and all that stuff. Up, and I got eagles. Yep. Well, that's gonna be right here. I'm gonna have to mosey on over to him, but that's still a pretty good fight. Still a pretty good fight. And we also get to burn a lot of meter with good old Hachi. Oh yeah, this is a special move, by the way. He has like invincible infinite super armor and nothing can damage him. That is a special weapon. He is the goodest, bestest, most OP boy. Like I don't know what else to say. But would you just look at him? But would you just look at him? So that was one RNG intensive, and here's actually like a pretty fun stage if you go fast. But here's also what I'm talking about when it comes to like the filler arc of like this anime game, right? So it's like, all right, we gotta go to a castle. We gotta go to a castle, and we gotta make sure, you know, we gotta curse the moon, or slice the cursed moon twice, even, right? Let's go to a museum. I really like how the last boss like melted into skeletons. I want to see more of that, said someone in the party. Like they really like seeing them some skeletons. So we're going to a museum. This is the filler arc, and this is actually pretty intensive. Hopefully I don't get knocked into the chasm and possibly die here. No, awesome. I'm gonna pick up the gauntlet. The gauntlet raises the attack power of all of our folks' normal attack by 1. So if you couple that with the demonic essence, Zangetsu can pretty much deal a crap ton of damage. Let me do some wall hopping here. Love the wall hopping. Love the wall hopping. Hey, Zon, do we have a couple messages while we go through this filler arc?
We sure do. So first of all, I'm sorry guys, I lied to you. Despite me wearing glasses, apparently I can't read. The actual winner of the trainer name, by the way, is Amiga with 145. But we have some donations here. We got $10 by Jack Daw saying, hi to my friend Rebecca, who is supporting the heck out of this event. Great runs, great runner. Keep up the great work. And we also got a massive $200 by Azer MX, which is a simple message. Shout outs to Bobby.
Ooh, shout outs to you. Shout outs to getting us ever more closer to a 14K milestone. So early in the run, or in the marathon run even. This is week long, folks. All right, coming up is another RNG intensive boss, Titan Kamun. And again, we're just going to be doing all the movement with Zangetsu. We're pretty much unstoppable as Zangetsu at this point. Like if you like a lot of the like new game plus categories that indie games love to give you, like Messenger and all that stuff, like you would love Curse of the Moon, because like it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, I'm actually going to try to bank on having a really nice Titan. The backup, I would have picked up one of Robert's sub weapons. It's looking like, let's see if he can play nice with me. But with Robert's sub weapon, he basically goes gunslinger mode, so I can attack him for a range. Titan Kamun is currently not giving me the right pattern, so in typical marathon fashion. But we will have to pick up the gunslinger mode a little bit later on in the run. But this is marathon strat, so I'm going to probably enter a secret room and stock up on what we need, just to kind of like showcase it. And we'll still be done before, what was the estimate? Yeah, we'll still be done before 30 minutes for sure. For sure. Yeah, Titan Kamun. So like the platforms that he raises are static, but the way that he moves in the background is complete RNG. And there's no way to make it faster other than just, you know, I tried to bank on it, but apparently he just didn't want to be nice to me. Speaking of not being nice, this is not a very nice stage, rather. So in stage 3, I was talking a little bit about, you know, those good old global timer platforms. There's 2 distinct rooms that I absolutely hate here. And then we're gonna try to go through without dying, but hopefully we can do that. And here goes one of them. I'm just gonna need some serious time here. Oh, hold on. Nice. Okay, that was a pretty nice one. In this room, I'm gonna pick up Dominique's sub weapon. Look at that spear. Speaking of bloodlines, a little bit of Eric Lacard in that vault and twirl. You know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of Vania influences, a lot of Vania inspirations. This is Koji Igarashi. He's been director and producer of a lot of your favorite Castlevanias. You know, so he knows what he's doing. Okay, here comes the second one. I'm definitely don't like the second one, especially. Oh, okay. All right, buddy. The good as boy wanted to go. That's all right. We can go now. We can go now, buddy. I was just making sure that you were okay. Here comes a pretty arduous climb, but we actually have Dominique, so this won't be that arduous. In episode 2, you had to make a really heavy climb, but we got we even got a little small damage boost. Yeah, the episode 2 method is extremely heinous. Shout outs to Laxus for funding that strat. Good old Laxus, I still hate you for showing me that strat. But the RNG dependent bosses do not end here, especially the cameos do not end here as well. I picked up the magic charm because this is like a bit of a safety strat, just making sure I get all my damage ticks in. And oh, yep, it's Gremory. Yep, it is Gremory. Would you look at that? See, I thought we took care of you last game. Like, see, so many questions to be answered. So many questions. Now, are you giving me a good pattern? Are you giving me a good pattern on a marathon-yasm? So we're gonna take a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage. But look at those, like you could just hear those damage. Like, like it's just so massive. The stacking of the magic charm, or rather the void charm, since it's the upgrade. And Zangetsu doing his thing. Now he's gonna seismic toss a damn moon at me. Don't know what's wrong with Gremmarine, but that thought is extinguished now. Extinguished. Zan, we're coming up on the last stage. Do we have any additional messages for the crew?
You know, this has been very entertaining so far, but I just quickly want to throw in a little bit of education right now. As you know, we're raising money for Alzheimer's Fund. But did you guys know that the World Health Organization has classified dementia as one of the world's greatest health problems? Just over 47 million people are affected. It is estimated that that number of dementia diseases in the world will have tripled up to 2050. So you can see good cause. And you know, every dollar counts. You probably agree, right, Bobby?
I do. Like again, like the support for this entire week. Again, only like day 2. Well, I guess if you count the pre-show, day 3. But it's been nothing short of amazing, and I know like you've crossed a couple of milestones. I cannot wait to see the total when everything's all said and done. But hey, that just means y'all got to keep donating. Y'all got to keep tipping toward the cause. Y'all got to keep witnessing all of these runs coming up. All right, stage 8, and I hate stage 8 because a lot of stuff comes at you extremely quick. But we have a tank, well, a dog in a tank that I will use as a tank. He's in a tank. He takes less damage. And I like that. All right, we're gonna go on to climb 1. And again, a lot of this is just made extremely trivial because we have this old Eric Lecard pole vault and teamwork making a dream work. Just extremely making this extremely easy. Climb 1 in episode 2 is fun as well, but it requires like just a whole bunch more, you know, attention and focus and all that. And ain't nobody got time for that. We just want to go fast, right? And all right, I just got to make a mental note that I do have to pick up the gunslinger ability. I will show the folks where the secret room is, and then we're gonna be going to beat this thing. And I feel like the only reason that, like, hold on, 1 2 3 4 5, slightly walk over here, and I'll climb 1 and 2. Climb 1 and 2, and also for tech, there's two phases of the final boss, and the time is going to be on the final hit. And this is the secret room, by the way. Just make sure you're stocked up on everything you need. Just on everything you need. There's a couple of there's a 1 up there in case we die. Might die. I don't know. I literally hadn't played this game since or this category since yesterday. I've been focusing solely on episode 2, but you get a pretty unique boss in the form of Abaddon. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen this folk in some form. Ooh, is that a triple stack? Bobby, you doing triple stacks on me, Bobby? Ooh, very nice dodging. That deals a lot of damage. And we're just going to do a little attack from behind. There we go. And nice double stacks as well. All right, so hopefully using this gunslinger technique, I'll be able to fell this phase 2 of the boss without any other phase changes. And hopefully it will be time. I love how dramatic they make this boss. Oh, he's coming from the clouds. Dark energy. He's only episode 1 boss. Like, look how easy this guy is. I'm just gonna shoot you in the face. I'm just gonna shoot you in the face. Look at this big old baddie. And time. And that's it. And like, you didn't even beat him then. There are stronger forces like Lumen and all that, right? And like Abaddon returns to the ground. He's like, oh, I'm going to get you now. And you're like, what was that? What was that? I don't understand this. And that's why you just got to play the rest of the game. This was episode 1, ultimate mode of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. Many questions unanswered. But that just means you got to pick up and play the game yourself. Zond, you want to send us off with a couple of messages, a couple of anythings before we move on to Castlevania next?
Yep, there is a few things in my mind. But first of all, let's quickly start out here with $5 from Mithrillo, I believe. Can confirm Hachi is best doggo. I think we can all universally agree on this one. Also, if you enjoyed this run, and maybe we get to see episode 2 at some point in the future, next run, maybe, I don't know, hit that follow button here. You know, just a quick reminder.
Yeah, I'll do a couple of like shout outs to the Bloodstained crew, Bloodstained speedrun community, whether you're in Curse of the Moon 1 or 2 or Ritual of the Night. The tech finders, the data, the people that really route this stuff out. Couldn't have done it without you folks. I'd shout outs to the speedrun, just general speedrun community. Super charity events like this is what makes it happen. And there we go, to be continued at episode 2. Speaking of to be continued, if you ever want to find me, you know where I am, twitch.tv/TheBlacktastic. Would love to have you in my streams for even more of those speed runs. And that's it from me. So, done?
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth, because I was just about to say, guys, do me a favor, head over to twitch.tv/TheBlacktastic and leave him follows. This guy, you have seen absolutely insane entertainment here. Please, do me this favor. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this run, this very Castlevania inspired game. As mentioned, next game is Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. So if you want to see that, just hang in chat for just a few minutes. We will jump into a quick intermission and we will be right back with you guys. So enjoy yourselves. We'll be right back.